Hey there, everybody. Here we are in the 2017 replay. We're game one, beginning inning four, top of the fourth, between the Yanks and the Astros. The Astros lead by a score of 3-2. We have Keuchel against Tanaka, and it's a pretty good ball game. We're playing History Maker. Very, very exciting game. That I personally, it's been out for a few years and it's been getting better every year, and I just personally discovered it and I really kind of like the mechanics of it. Moves me away a little bit from the number game of kind of trying to reproduce exact numbers for players and all that. It just gives you, it's a totally different feel and a totally different game altogether. So I'm getting into it slowly and learning it, and I'm going to continue for play at least 3 more innings here and keep learning the game. And basically, I'm doing this. It's almost experimental in nature. I watched a few games online, and I'm going to play the game without really reading the rules. So I will make mistakes, but I'm going to just kind of play it intuitively and kind of go with the base feel of it and what makes sense to me. And if I run into issues, and I'm going to skip certain things. So I'm almost playing like the basic version of History Maker baseball. So it has, it's all pretty easy to follow. But I'm doing like I would consider it with a basic APA or a basic strat type of game where it's like the most simplistic version. I'm not going too deep. I will go deeper as I get into it. I will add different parts, and this is just kind of to show how this can be done. And I got a really cool little dice tray here. I think it's about 8x8. It was custom made for me. I love it, and it's in blue. This is the one I originally had wanted. It wasn't available to me, and I have a bigger one, and you can see the bigger one right next to it. Let me see. Well, you can't really see it. Let me move the camera a little bit so you can see it. That's a larger version of that one, and it takes a lot more space on the table, but. So that one is, I think, 12x12. This one is 8x8. Fits on the table a little bit better. So I'm really excited about that. I got my scorecard on the right, and I got the cards. Now, if you can see, I trimmed the edges. If you watch the last part, the first online version of this game, the first 3 innings, it's out there somewhere. You can search it. And it has the same title as this one pretty much, except this one I think says Game 1. I don't know if the other one does. And you can see that I rounded the edges. The edges weren't rounded before. They looked like this. So for all the players that are actually playing, I rounded the edges. It's really simple to do with one of these edge rounders. They don't cost very much. I just got one from China for a couple dollars. And these can be bought, I guess, at anywhere, at a Walmart or at a Hobby Lobby or wherever you'd like to go. And you round the edges, and they're much nicer. I also put them in these little bags. I bought some of these, I guess they're bead bags, jewelry bags. I don't know, whatever you want to call them, 2x3s. And so then I cut the top off, and I placed them in these little bags because I'm a little obsessive about kind of doing that, keeping them kind of neat, because your fingers have a lot of natural oils, and I don't want to get them all over the figures, figures over the cards and so on. So that's what I did for now. Now I found out there's a place out there. I think it's called Mayday that that offers these sleeves for these size cards. It's like 50. These are about 2x3s, but as you can see, they're a little wider than they have to be at the edges. I like them to be just a little tighter. I don't like that extra piece hanging there. So there's another set. I know that it's 50 millimeters by 50 millimeter by 75 millimeter. And you can buy them, and I think it'll fit in a little bit better. Okay, so anyway, I'm really getting into this game. I went to play.com tonight, and I ordered the 1969 set of cards with the extra players. I want to replay the Mets 1969 World Series. I think that would be a lot of fun against the Orioles. I've played that before. I'm not sure if it was with the APA version or the Status Pro version, but I'd like to play it with this. And so I ordered that, and I really think this game is genius on so many levels. I really have no idea of what's going on or what's going to happen, and that's kind of a welcome experience for me. And we're gonna get started right away. Let me get the sound going here. Get the like to have crowd noise in the back. Puts me kind of in the moment a little bit more. And we're gonna get started. We're gonna start rolling. Now in this game, let me see what I do with the dice. Okay, in this game, you roll three dice, right? A red, a black, and a blue. And then you roll what is called a decider die, which is like a 50-50 die. And this kind of leads you through the book. Now the book that you use, the chart book, most of everything is done on this book right here. Um, and there's a lot of tutorials and demos online that you can look at that probably show how to do this a little bit better than I do. But I will try to run it through this, kind of show people what I'm doing as much as possible. I won't go back and forth to the book though. Um, so anyway, but this is the book that most of the decisions come from, and then you got a couple more that come from the drama. I've been playing the drama. I haven't gotten to play the mini charts. I haven't gotten to the mini charts. That's the next thing I'm going to do. So I'm just staying on the main page, and I'm going to the drama page back and forth, and that's how I'm doing it as I'm learning the game. So I never read the rules. I will read the rules, but I just wanted to show everybody how it's pretty simple to play this game without reading the rules. Just I watched a few versions of tutorials online. Wilson has one, and I think Baseball Demos has a few, and I watched all those. They're great. These guys are outstanding. So I really admire them and really appreciate the work that they do to keep our hobby, going. And growing. So anyway, let's get started. We have the top of the fourth inning here, and it's going to be for the Yankees. It's going to be Hicks, Bird, and Holiday. All right, so it's a 1-3-6. So you start the lower, you read the lower number, and that's how you go in that direction. They ascend in order. So it's a 1-3-6. And in the book, a 1-3-6 asks me if Keuchel is an ace, so he is not an ace. He's a star, a flash, and a control pitcher. So then you go to the next one, 136. Would be the batter on the batter column. It asked me if is he a whiffer or is he cold? Is Aaron Hicks a whiffer or is he cold? He's a semi-whiffer, but there's no semi there. There's no black dot. So. And is he cold? Let's see. No, he is not cold. Our cold player is Gregorius. So we go to the fielding column, and it's going to be infield drama. So I turn the page, I go for infield drama, and I'm going to roll 2 and then 1. And then it's a 3-6 in infield drama. Is the third baseman gold? So the third baseman is Bregman. He is not gold, from what I remember. I looked at him yesterday, and he is not gold. The last batter. No, he's definitely not gold. He's just an average. Okay, so 3-6. So he's not gold. Otherwise, batter is safe at first on an error. So it's E5 Bregman. E5 Bregman. So Hicks is on at first. Okay, we're going to go to Greg Bird. Keuchel against Bird. Here's a pitch. Say 1-2-3. A 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh. Keuchel is fresh, and he's flash, so that's a strikeout. One away, and that's his third strikeout of the game. So now we go to Matt Holliday. Holliday spent some time on the disabled list in 2017, and he brought some power to the Yankees lineup. He hit about 19 home runs. Don't remember exactly how many, and I don't have the stats here. I don't have a crew to do that for me and support me in that way. But in I'd say 300 at bats, 300 some at bats, he hit about 20 home runs. So if he had 600 at bats, he would have hit about 40 home runs. So he should have a pretty decent card. Now he's a home run king on his card, so he does have the power, and he's coming to bat. There's a runner on first and one away. Top of the fourth, and the Astros lead it 3-2. We're playing History Maker Baseball, so it's a 4-4-5. 4-4-5 asked me if Keuchel's a workman. He is not. 4-4-5 asked me if the batter is patient, and he is not patient. So that's going to be a ground out to first base. And that's going to ground out to first base. Runners advance one base on ground balls. So I like this game because it tells you where the base runners go. And it's going to be a ground ball to first base. So there's one away, runner on second in scoring position, and we get Todd Frazier. Now, I read the other day that the Mets are considering signing Todd Frazier. He was traded over to the Yankees from the White Sox, and the Mets are having talks with Todd Frazier. They may sign him to play third base. Mets, one of my favorite teams. Anyway, okay, so let's move on. It's Todd Frazier, runner on second, 2 out. Hicks is on second. He got on base on an E5 by Bregman. And let's see what happens. Okay. Whoa. Stuff's going flying. Exciting. The wind's kicking up. Okay, so it's 2-3. Oh, it's 2-2-3. So we're going to look at 2-2-3. And if the pitcher is wild, he is not. Slugger or utility, he is not a slugger or a utility. It's a single to left, active steals. He's not, so a single to left, and active runner on third base scores on a fly. Runners advance one base on singles, 2 bases on doubles. Active runners score. So they're going to stop, third base coach is going to stop Hicks. Oh, he may be active. Let's check that out, because if he's active, he's going to score. And he is not active. Okay, so he's average runner, so they're going to stop him at third base. Now, there's one thing that I've noticed, that there's not a section here that I know. Again, I'm learning this game. With 2 outs, it doesn't say, okay, runner scores with 2 outs. In other words, he's already going on contact. And I don't see that written into the information, the instructions, or the directions, rather, for the score. So I don't see that anywhere, or like the, let me see, or with 2 outs, the runner scores from first on a double. I don't see that. I don't know if they wanted to do that, if they wanted to leave that out, if that's the intention. I'm not too sure. I'm learning as I go. So anyway, they're going to stop Hicks at third base, and it's first and third, and the batter's going to be Gardner. Gardner, a longtime Yankee, and he doesn't have a little baggie, so I'm going to actually cut a baggie right in front of you for him. Okay, so now he's got his little baggie here. Going to put him into a little baggie to protect him. There you go. All right, so he's going to bat. Brett Gardner. See what he does here. If you can see, he's a utility, a home run king, and a whiffer all semi. In other words, it's controlled by that die right here. Okay, so let's roll the dice. There's 2 away, first and third. Big opportunity for the Yanks. Okay, so it's going to be a 5-6-6. A 5-6-6. They asked me if the pitcher is wild. He is not. They asked me if the batter has a good eye. And Gardner does not have a good eye that I can see. So the last one is a strikeout. So Keuchel gets him to swing at that curveball. And that's out number 3. And the 4th strikeout for Keuchel in the game. Okay, so that's the end of the 3.5 innings of play. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and it's going to be Yuli Gurriel, Beltran, and McCann for the Astros. Now, I bought this game from a community member, and he said, hey, I have a few of them. I'll sell you one. Um, and he did. It was great. He shipped it to me. I got it, and I saw two teams. It was the Red Sox and the Reds, and I said, "Oh goodness, okay." I thought there was another set of teams. No big deal. I'm still happy with what I have. And he says, "Hey, by the way, I sent you the whole 2017 season that they kind of printed up during the season. I guess towards the end of the season." Um, and that's included. And I didn't know that. And I went back to the box and I lifted up a couple of things and I saw there was a whole set of cards there for the 2017 season. So that's the type of community that we have available to us. The guys are really willing to be generous with each other and get each other going into different things. So I love that about us. Um, so giving back, it's all about giving back, right? Okay, so let's see. Yuli Gurriel. And that's going to be a 4.56. A 4.56. There's nothing under the pitcher. That's not good for the Yankees. 4.56 patient. They ask if he's patient. He is not patient. He's the opposite. So it's a fly out to center field. So that's going to be a fly out to center field, one away, in the bottom of the fourth. Score is Astros 3, Yankees 2. And now we're going to see who we're going to see batting. Okay, we're going to get Carlos Beltran. He was traded and then signed. He was traded last year in 2016. Had a great season. He was traded to the Astros. And this year he was signed to a contract and had a decent year. Not as good as last year. Okay, it's a 1.45. A 1.45. They asked me if the pitcher's a struggler, and he is not. Then there's nothing on the batter. And then it's a ground ball to Beltran is a switch hitter, and he's going to be against Masahiro. He's batting lefty, so it's going to be a ground ball to first base. 2 away. 2 down, and we're going to see Brian McCann, also next Yankee. He actually had a pretty good series against the Yankees in 2017. He was in a big slump until he faced the Yankees in a crucial situation, and I think he stroked the double. Okay, so that's a 2-3-4. A 2-3-4. Is runners on base? No. Hot batter. Is McCann a hot batter? No, McCann is actually a cold batter. He's the opposite. And then a pop out to third baseman. So it's a pop, and it's going to be third baseman Frazier calling for it, and that's out number 3. So that's an end of the fourth inning. 3-2, going to the top of the fifth. For the Yankees, we're going to see Gregorius. Let me chop up a little baggie for him real quick. Put him in a baggie. These are card bags, not body bags, card bags. All right. I get morbid. All right, Didi Gregorius. All right, it's a 2.56. I'm reading the base, the smallest in ascending order. 2.56, right? 2.56. They ask me if Keuchel's a struggler. No, he is not. Then 2.56, a champion or patient batter. Champion, yes, he is. But there's no dot, so he's not in this case. Or patient, he is not patient either, because it also asked me if he's patient. He's actually, so infield drama. So we have to go to infield drama. See what happens, infield drama. It's a 2-4. Infield is a second baseman gold. Altuve. Altuve is a heck of a second baseman, a heck of a hitter. I've seen him live a few times over in Houston. And man, can he hit? I'll tell you. All right, so he's a gold. He's a semi-gold. So he is definitely going to be a gold. So it's 2-4. 2-4. Second base, yes, he is. So a highlight reel snag and throw. Batter out at first. So it's a sharply hit ball that Altuve dives for, gets up, throws him out at first, and that's going to be 1 away. And no, I have, actually it's not, okay, wait a second here. I'm looking here, Judge is up. So I was looking at Gregorius. Gregorius is not up. It's going to be Judge and Sanchez. So we have to go back. Hero, patient. So he is patient. So we have to back up, and I can't remember what we rolled. So we're going to re-roll the whole experience. Okay, now I got all these cards out of whack because I started putting everything in a bag and cutting cards, so the whole line batting order is out of whack. So we're going to re-roll that whole experience, a do-over if you will. So it's a 166, a 166. Workman, is Keuchel a workman? No, he is not. Whiffer, is Judge a whiffer? Yes, he is. So that's going to be a strikeout. That was much easier. Okay, so one away. Let's get a little baggie for Judge. Dump that. Put him in a baggie. Okay. I do have a tendency to use the same teams again and again and again, so they do have a tendency to get yellow and beat up and so forth. So that's why I do this. I just want to keep them in good shape. All right. So now it's going to be, let me double check, it's going to be Gary Sanchez. All right. 2, 3, 4. Runners on base? No. 2, 3, 4. Hot batter. Is Sanchez a hot batter? No, it was Judge who was a hot batter. So it's going to be a pop out, and you're going to get Bregman. He's under it. 2 down. And now it's going to be Gregorius. Didi Gregorius, one of the top hitters on the Yankees in the 2017 season. He's their cleanup hitter, cleanup hitting shortstop. Don't have too many of those in the league. All right, it's a 5.56. A 5.56. Is Keuchel the ace? No, he is not. He's a star. Is Gregorius a sad sack? Definitely not. He's a champion. It's going to be a double to right. An active steals third, but he's definitely not active, so that's a double to right. So he hits it in the gap, and Springer cuts it off and gets it back in, and they keep Gregorius at second base. And that's Gregorius is 1 for 3 on the day. There's 2 outs. Gregorius is in scoring position. It's going to be Starlin Castro, who also spent some time on the injured reserve list this year as well. Okay, so it's 3.36. 3.36. And is it an ace? Keuchel is not an ace. Sad sack, utility, or patient. Sad sack, utility, or patient. No. For Castro. Now we go to the fielding. It's going to be a single to center. 3.36 is a single to center. What kind of runner is Gregorius? He's stoic. Oh, it says stoic runner. Okay. Runners advance 2 bases on any hit, single or double. See note below if stoic runner on first base. No, because he's on second base. So he's going to score. It's a single RBI for Castro. Give him that little dot there. And Castro's at first base. So the Yankees tie the game in the top of the 5th. So it comes through. Starling comes through in the clutch. Aaron Hicks. Aaron Hicks has reached base twice. In the first inning on a second inning on a walk, and in the 4th inning on a ground ball that Bregman couldn't handle. So Hicks. And now he's a semi-struggler at this point because there's been 2 hits in the inning. It's 2-4-6. 2-4-6. And they asked me, does he have control? He does have control. It's a grounder. It's a comebacker to the pitcher. And Keuchel over to first. And that's all she wrote for this inning. So that's after 4.5 innings of play. The Yankees 3 and the Astros 3. Here we go to the bottom of the 5th. In the bottom of the 5th, we're going to see Bregman, Springer, and then Reddick. Okay, it's a 1-3-6. A 1-3-6 is Tanaka an ace. No, he is not. Is Bregman a whiffer? or cold? Bregman is not cold, and he is not a whiffer. Infield drama. Okay, let's roll to these two. Infield drama, 3-5. Infield drama. Third baseman iron. Is he iron? Todd Frazier is not iron. So 3-5. So he's not. So otherwise, it's a routine ground out. So it's going to be 5-3. Ground ball to the third baseman. Throws him out. And that's one away. George Springer's up. Top of the order for the Astros. Astros had the best, I believe, the best offense in the American League for sure. Maybe in all of baseball. Okay, it's a 3-3-6. 3-3-6. 3-3-6 is an ace. No, he is not an ace. Satsack utility or patient. Satsack utility or patient. None of those. So it's a single to center field. So George Springer strokes a frozen rope into center field, and Hicks comes on it right away and gets it in. So that's going to be a single for Springer, and he's got some speed. Okay, run around first, one away, and we're going to have Reddick, who's 1 for 2. He doubled last time up. Okay, that's a 2-3-6. 2-3-6. Double control. Pitcher has no. 2-3-6. Pitcher batting. No. It's a walk. So that's a walk given up by Masahiro Tanaka, who has amazing control, but he just kind of didn't get the call on that last pitch. And we're going to see Altuve. Always dangerous, Jose Altuve. My goodness, has he won 2 or 3 batting titles? I'm not sure. But this guy can hit. All right, see what happens. It's a 2-2. Now we have a semi. He becomes a semi-struggler because he's allowed 2 base runners. I'm not sure if that's exactly the way you're supposed to run it. That's how I'm running it. So it's a 2-2-6. Let's see what happens. It says batter hit by pitch, see below. Decide or die determines if batter is hit by pitch. So I guess he isn't hit by pitch because... Okay, so you continue. 2-2-6. He has not been hit by pitch. Cleanup batter. He is not the cleanup batter. He is the third place batter. 2-2-6, fly out to left. Unless he's a whiffer. Is he a whiffer? No, he is not. So it's a fly ball to left field. That's the second out. And that's Gardner. Runs under that one. So, wow, okay. They got away with that pitch to Altuve. And now they got to get by Correa. Correa's had a huge year as well for the Astros. So he's a tremendous player, has power, does it all. So Correa against Masahiro Tanaka in the bottom of the 5th inning. And that's a 2-4-4. Is he an ace? No, he isn't. 2-4-4. Is he a champion? Single to center. He is a champion. He's a semi-champion. There's no semi-dot. So that's not it. 2-4-4. Ground out to shortstop. Unless he's a whiffer. Is he a whiffer? He is a whiffer, but there's no dot. So it's a ground out to short. And Gregorius handles that and rifles it over to first. And that's out number 3. So that's going to be the end of the 5th inning. And they leave 2 on base. They score none after 5 innings of play. It's the Yankees 3 and the Astros 3. Go to the top of the 6th inning now. And we're going to see Bird, Holiday, and Frazier. Greg Bird. So, 3-4s. That's usually good for the batter. Okay, 4-4-4. There's nothing on the pitcher. So it goes directly. Is he a scrapper? He is not a scrapper. It's a double to right field with 3 stars. Home run king hits a home run. Is he a home run king? Greg Bird. He is not a home run king. So it's going to be a double. Okay, so Greg Bird doubles. Doubles to right field, and Reddick gets it in quickly to hold Bird to two bases. And we have a runner at second base now in Bird. And Matt Holliday's the batter. Okay, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Nothing on the pitcher. Is he patient? No, he's the opposite. He's a whiffer. Fly out to center field. So it's F8. I keep on wanting to write in the bottom of the inning. All right, that's one out. Runner on second, and Todd Frazier. Todd Frazier singled last time at bat. And he's actually 2 for 2. He drove in 2 runs in the first inning with a single, with a 2-out single. Drove in Castro and Hicks, who had walked and singled. And he's up again. See what he can do. Todd Frazier. Free agent. Won't be back with the Yankees this year. 2-2-4. Pitching at home. Yes, he is. Pitching at home. So there's a pop-up to the shortstop. Pop-up to the shortstop. And Correa calls it. And that's 2 away. And now it's going to be Brett Gardner, the left fielder. Lefty hitting Brett Gardner against the lefty pitching Dallas Keuchel. Runner on second. Bird. Here's the pitch. It's a 1-2-3 with the dot. 1-2-3. 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh. He's semi-fresh because we're past the third inning. 1-2-3. It's a ground out. It's hit hard, but it's hit right at Correa. Correa handles it easily. Easily throws it over to first, and that's the end of the Yankees. Top of the 5th for the Yankees. Okay. Or the top of the 6th, excuse me, for the Yankees. We're in the top of the 6th inning. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's going to be Gonzalez, Marwin Gonzalez, the left fielder. He's a hot batter. It's going to be a 1-2-5. A 1-2-5. Struggler, no. Patient. Is Marwin patient? No, he is not. Grounder to third base. Is he a whiffer? He's a whiffer, but there's no dot, so it's a grounder to third. And that's Frazier. Handles it easily, throws it over to first. 1 away. Yuli Gurriel. Signed from Cuba, played in Cuba. 33-year-old rookie. Yes, believe it or not. And that's going to be a 1-3-6. A 1-3-6er. 1-3-6. Is it an ace? No, he is not an ace. A whiffer or cold? Yuli is he a whiffer? He is not a whiffer. He's a hero slugger and eager. So it's going to be infield drama. So we're going to get 2 of these. We're going to roll them. Infield drama. It's a 3-6. 3-6. Third baseman gold. He is not gold. Third base 3-6. Otherwise, batter safe at first on an error. So it's going to be an E5. On E5. And Frazier just kind of muffs that one. Hit off the heel of his glove, rolled away, tried to get the throw to first in time, but it just, Gurriel was hustling down the line. So it's E5, and Gurriel's at first. There's 1 away. Score is tied here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And we're going to see Beltran. Beltran, stoic runner, semi-stoic. Okay. Beltran, 2-3-5. Okay, 2-3-5. Wild? No, Tanaka's not wild. Is Beltran eager. Yes, he is eager, but there's no dot. So it's going to be a ground out to second base. There's an hourglass. Patient. Is Beltran patient? No, he's not. So there's a ground out to second base. So it's a 4-3. Wait, let me see. It tells you fielder's choice. So it's going to be a 4-6. And it's going to be a fielder's choice. So Beltran makes it. He's on with a fielder's choice. And it's Brian McCann. 2 away. Okay, it's a 1-3-5. 1-3-5. 1-3-5. It's an unusual play results. Unusual play results. And I think that is 1-3-5. Okay, so if it's a one event, don't know where that is. Don't know what that is. So let's see how we handle that. Blue, highlight reels, unusual play. I'm looking for the unusual play result. Don't know where that is. Base running mini chart, base running rules, unusual play results. Okay, so it's not this page. So we have a black one event mini chart, ballpark qualities. A blue one, a blue one, a blue one. A red one. Okay, I think it's that. I figured it out. Okay, so, again, I never read these rules, but it says black one event mini chart, and there's nothing else here. It's going to be called ballpark qualities. But that doesn't require me to have a ballpark card, which I did not separate. And I'm not going to do that right now. So, what do? A 1-3-5. What do we do with this situation? We're going to re-roll the situation is what we're going to do. We're going to re-roll the at-bat. Brian McCann, run around first. Say 1-2-4. A 1-2-4. Does Tanaka have control? Yes, he does. So it's a ground ball, a hard hit ball to Gregorius over to first, and that's out number 3. And that's the end of the 6th inning. Okay. So now I've gotten through 6 innings of play. The score is tied at 3 apiece, and this stream has gone already 38 minutes. So I'm going to stop it here, and I'm going to pull out a couple of the cards that I haven't separated. I may grab the umpires. I'm definitely going to grab the ballpark card as well, because that's a fun aspect of this, and I think I'll be able to handle that next time. But as you can see, it's a real simple game to play. You have no idea. I have no idea of what's going to happen because there's so many different factors that come into play on every die roll. So it's you actually don't know. You never know what's going to happen. It's a lot like real baseball where you have no idea of what's actually going to happen. And unlike other games where I know what the roll means immediately. I don't even have to look. This is requiring me to look at a couple of different places, but there's that sense of the unexplored and the unknown that's exciting. So I really like this. I want to learn more about it. I want to get better at it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to separate some cards, and I'm going to leave it here. So I hope you enjoyed the live stream. And I hope you get a chance to take a quick peek at it and watch it. And all right. And please subscribe and like and comment. I always appreciate that. Thank you. Take care and see you soon.